This moment encapsulates the crescendo of a man's career, the meaningful one, the most important one, earned, not given. In today's rugby landscape, we're spoiled with brilliance. Beauden Barrett, Handré Pollard, Finn Russell, Marcus Smith, and the rising phenomenon Sasha Feinberg Mngomezulu. All incredible talents in their own right. But in every generation, there is that one, the standard bearer, the one to which all others are compared, Dan William Carter. A fly-off, or as New Zealanders say, a first 5'8", blessed with a rare combination of precision, vision and grace, exceptional kicking, masterful game management, brilliant passing and vision, and that unmatched running and stepping game. Some might say England's Johnny Wilkinson was the first prototype of the modern day fly-off. Debatable, yes, but in my view, Carter had that little bit more. He amassed 1,598 test points, 29 tries, 293 conversions, 281 penalties and 8 drop goals across 112 tests, an average of 14.27 points a game, the highest among players with over 500 points. But what truly set Dan Carter apart wasn't just talent, it was mindset. He mastered the details, the quiet hours of practice, the unseen discipline, and the relentless pursuit of improvement. When others felt the weight of pressure, he stayed calm, turning challenges into opportunities. He showed us that greatness isn't an accident. It's built through humility, hard work, and the courage to be exceptional. Welcome back to Rugby Royalty, where legends live. In the wake of Dan Carter's historic performance against the British and Irish Lions on July 2nd, 2005, rugby witnessed something truly special, a performance etched into the game's very soul. Carter scored 33 points that day, 2 tries, 5 penalties and 4 conversions. It wasn't just dominance, it was artistry, the perfect balance of power, precision and poise. Many believed that this was the dawn of a golden era, that Carter and the All Blacks were destined to reclaim the Webb Ellis Cup, the trophy that had eluded them for far too long. The 2007 World Cup squad was stacked with legends: Richie McCaw, Jerry Collins, Tony Woodcock, Rodney Soialo, and in the backs, you had Joe Rockefoco, Mouls Muliaina, Sitiveni Sivivatu, and the maestro himself, Dan Carter. But destiny had other plans. In a heartbreaking 2018 loss to France, the dream came crashing down. Carter, battling a calf injury, tried to carry on, but his body had other ideas. He left the field early, having scored just 6 points, all from the boot. A devastating chapter. The fans were heartbroken. The wait for redemption extended another 4 long years. Then came 2011. The World Cup returned home to New Zealand. It felt like destiny calling once again. The All Blacks were on a mission. This time, nothing would stand in their way. The nation believed and the dream seemed within reach. But tragedy struck again. During a simple drill before the pool match against Canada, Dan Carter tore his groin muscle. A cruel twist of fate. His tournament was over before it truly began. He would later describe that moment as one of the hardest of his career, watching his brothers lift the very trophy he had dreamed of winning on home soil. He was awarded a winner's medal, yes, but for a player of his caliber, not being on the field to guide his team to glory, that left a scar. And so the debate continued. Was Dan Carter truly the greatest? Or did Johnny Wilkinson still hold that crown? Could we really call Carter the best without him leading his nation to victory in 2011? Or was his greatness built not just on medals, but on moments, mastery, and mindset? If you've been enjoying this video, leave a like and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Through all the disappointments of 2007 and 2011, Dan Carter never lowered his head. He carried himself with dignity, humility, and a quiet determination. He battled through injury after injury, but behind every setback was a man on a mission, eyes locked on one dream that had always escaped him: winning the Rugby World Cup. The All Blacks entered 2015 as the undisputed kings of world rugby. 56 wins from 61 tests, a staggering 92% win rate. They weren't just favorites, they were a dynasty. And at the heart of it all stood Dan Carter, calm, composed, and quietly burning with purpose. 2015 was more than just another tournament. It was his last dance, and dance he did. Carter finished the World Cup with 82 points, 23 conversions, 10 penalties, and 2 drop goals. In the final against Australia, he scored 19 points, sealing the dream that had eluded him for so long. When the world was watching, Carter delivered, not with arrogance, but with artistry. Dan Carter's story is not just about rugby. It's about redemption, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. He faced heartbreak, doubt, yet he never surrendered. When destiny called in 2015, he answered. On that final stage, he didn't just win a World Cup, he completed his journey. Greatness isn't measured by medals or numbers. It's measured by heart, by the courage to rise again when the world counts you out. Dan Carter proved that champions aren't born in comfort. They're forged in adversity. He leaves behind more than records. He leaves a legacy. One that reminds every dreamer that when preparation meets purpose, the impossible becomes possible. Dan Carter, in my book, remains the undisputed king. Long live the king. A true rugby royal. Until the next one, remember, honor the past, inspire the future.